Deep beneath Crystal Lake, the secure, acquire, and capture units work around the clock to capture the monsters of our nightmares, both literally and figuratively. You know their names: Voorhees, Myers, Chucky, Krueger. And now our reality show contestants are beginning to learn their names as well. All is not as secure as it would seem in the facility beneath Crystal Lake. And in the final episode of Strive to Survive, our players will earn the titles of Terrible Warriors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your game master for Terrible Warriors, Mike the Birdman Dodd from thisweekingeek.net, and we are here in our conclusion hour, will it last an hour, of Friday the 13th, Strive to Survive. And in the last half hour of our last show, I dropped some bombshells on these people, as they have now been joined up with a military organization known as SAC, Secure, Acquire, Capture. Brittany, played by Bree, is one of their commandos. And the rest of these guys, well, they've just been voluntold. Join.
We were secured, acquired, and captured.
Yeah, let's not lie about this.
The monsters they fight. It just describes their recruitment process.
We have been hired by the SCP Foundation.
And we are joined with in this episode, who I'm surprised we actually haven't got a player death yet, but that may change.
Not by lack of trying.
Joined in Toronto with
Justin, playing Bowie Connors, the stoner of the group, who is just not on board with organized military exercises.
Joined.
And Bree Poison, playing Brittany, who was in on this shit all along.
And of course, from our nation's capital,
Andrew, who separated from the group, and that always goes well, Roebuck.
And finally, we are joined from Edmonton with...
I'm Derek the Bard from Chasing the Muse, and I gotta say, hashtag real bros kill monsters.
And from the guy who's got a fork in his throat...
It's a grapefruit spoon.
It's a grapefruit spoon. Okay, so, when last we left off, Chucky had stabbed Chip right in the throat. Mysteriously, the armed guards aren't doing anything. They're just kind of standing there like statues, actually.
I want to take my cafeteria tray and try and kick Chucky's head off.
All right, go for it. Roll me a fight roll.
Back roll. I don't get any bonus. It's gonna be
No, you get
a 1.
nothing. You might get. He might give you physique on it, but that's about it.
I'll give you physique.
Yeah, it's still a 1. I added the +1 from physique.
Okay, so Chucky's gonna try and resist that with his physique, which he got 2 pluses and 2 minuses, so he got a 2, so that beats your 1. So
Can I help him?
I'm gonna try more or less the exact same thing.
Okay.
This is gonna go super poorly for me in the end. Although Chad does have a good history with grappling monsters. I'm gonna attempt to grapple Chucky by literally just grabbing both of his arms.
All right, go for it.
And holding him away from me. Oh, I'm gonna invoke Do You Even Lift, Bro? Because that was goddamn terrible. That was a bit better. That's... Let's see here. That's 2 pluses, 2 blanks. 6, 8.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Chucky's going to try and use his physique to wiggle out of your grasp.
Yeah, that sounds fair. I'm trying to create...
You got him firmly. He rolled -1.
Oh, I'm creating an advantage. I get 2 free invokes on it then.
Okay.
The advantage is like held aloft or something like that. Because he's basically got Chucky's 2 arms and he's holding them out so Chucky can't bite him.
Yep. He's like, let me go, you stupid fuck!
I don't know what the fuck you are, you little freak. But somebody see to Charles, this guy's kind of slippery. Hey, he looks at the guards like, hey bros, you want to give us some help here?
You look at the guards and you notice there's just this glassy-eyed stare in them.
The fuck?
Chucky looks down at you and once again starts laughing hysterically. He goes, you ever heard of voodoo?
Voodoo?
And he tries to kick you. But since he's grappled,
Yeah, and he's being held in such a way that he cannot kick or bite me.
yeah, he only rolled a 1, so that's not happening.
Yeah, no, I don't even have to roll for that.
Yeah, you've got him hook, line, and sinker. So Chucky rolled a 6 against Alex. What happens to him?
Okay, like I said, Alex could take 2 physical stress and then -4 consequence, which would, or he could just agree to be taken out. My 2 physical stress, he'd still be up, but I mean, he's not going to be happy. He's going to get -4 to his rolls.
Ooh.
Decision.
But it's like a story consequence. Basically, you've got a fork in your throat, man.
I'm going to take the consequence, and
I mean, we know that there's a doctor on site. We've already sent Charles there, so we just got to keep the fork in the neck and drag him to the ER.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you've got this fork stuck in your neck. You just feel the blood and your very life force oozing out of your neck. These guys start dragging you down the hall.
And I'm
Story
grasping
question.
my cross
Yes.
and everything, just rubbing it.
Am I affected by the voodoo since I work there?
No.
No? Oh, good.
He looks over Brittany. He's like, hey, bro, like, lady, bro, you want to help with this or something?
And she kind of like shakes herself, like she's having a little bit of a flashback, right? She hasn't really been watching. And she goes, yes. And she kind of jumps up and grabs you guys. She goes, doctor, right now.
Oh,
he's going to bleed out.
He more means the fact that he's holding Chucky in the air by both arms.
Just
Yeah, so I'm
Chucky's trying
gonna.
to escape.
touchdown, power pile drive.
So I mean, I rolled and got a 0, but with my +4, it's a 4. To kind of like grab Chucky,
Okay, you do as such. You
Roll
grab
down
Chucky.
that chute.
throw him down the trash chute.
I was more thinking we rip his arms and legs off, but
Yeah, all right, roll it.
Are we gonna roll for that?
Yep.
Ron, order the doll.
I got a
Roll
5.
Chucky's physique, okay.
I'm rolling my physique. Let's see if I can rip Chucky limb from limb.
Remember, living the bro life aspect.
Yeah, well, that's a plus and a blank. That's another plus. Oh god, that's another plus.
What's your final roll?
Do you really want to know?
I do.
Do I count my grappling stunt?
Yep.
9.
You pull Chucky literally apart. Just rip and
Oh man,
splatter.
bros are just killing them.
So Chucky
Bros kill
screams just
monsters.
"Ah!" As you pull him apart, blood sprays everywhere.
Oh god, there's blood too? Fuck, Chad
there's
thought he was
blood.
a doll.
The longer he stays in his doll form, the more human he becomes.
Oh great, oh god.
You basically just pulled a baby apart.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, that's gonna do well. Don't worry, I have a
Looking at the
psychologist.
at these 2 severed arms, and he's like, oh my god, what the fuck? I thought he was a doll, man. I thought he was a fucking doll.
Oh, hit him with a mental attack.
Actually, yeah, what kind of mental stress would that... Or I guess...
I'm willing to take a 2-point hit in my mental stress.
All right, you do as such... 'cause you
Ripping a
essentially-
baby apart in the cafeteria.
Yeah, I think so.
In Chad's defense, he thought Chucky was a doll. I'm happy to take that mental damage. That is more than fair.
All right, so just... So you guys start running down the hall, holding Chip in your arms to get him down to the ER.
Look, Brittany's seen some shit. This is Tuesday. Like, let's go.
All right, so you rush into the ER, and you see Charles in a bed resting comfortably.
And then we just
Throw him out of the bed.
we just run in like soaked in blood, like shrieking.
The nurses are like, what the hell happened?
Chucky happened. They let him eat in the cafeteria again.
Yeah, we're gonna
Chad's
file a
severed
complaint
arms.
with HR.
All right, so the nurses rush over. They start applying pressure to Chip's neck. And then the lights go out.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn.
fucking
Like the entire
poor-
place, you hear us.
Oh, terrific.
this is good.
After about 30 seconds, the emergency lights come back on. and you're still bleeding out. So the nurses are going to try to save you.
I would like to be at the door with my gun at the ready. Because the lights have never gone out in this facility before.
Yeah,
like,
this is the first time
new.
this has ever happened.
That's new.
All right.
God, Chad's still... I'm assuming like the nurses gently pry Chucky's ripped off arms out of his hands.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? And he's kind of babbling, probably until someone literally slaps him across the face to get him back on the game.
Yeah, basically one of the nurses hits you across the face and goes, snap the fuck out of it!
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Your friend is dying here.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'll go to the door. Is there anything I can grab that's like a weapon? Is there like a fire axe nearby? Because apparently,
actually, yes, there is.
Fuck it, that's like Chad's signature thing now.
All right, so you grab a fire axe. So Brittany,
I just grab a metal crutch that I'm going to use as my melee weapon.
Brittany, you decide to.
I want Charles to just kind of wake up. Okay.
Okay, so Charles, you wake up and see all this chaos around you. Brittany, you peek your head down outside the door.
Make yourself useful, Charles.
And down the long hallways,
Uh-huh.
you see a dark shape at the end of the hallway,
Uh-huh.
standing taller than Jason.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna, like, duck back inside the room and look at everyone and be like, don't panic,
Okay, that makes me panic.
but I think we have company.
What kind of company?
I'm talking like Michael Myers' company.
Oh shit!
Where are all the soldiers in your soldier facility?
I wish I knew!
You hear this loud,
what did I miss?
Wham! 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 Coming from outside in the hallway.
Is there another way out of this room, nurses?
Yes, there is a back room.
To the back room!
Okay, so you manage to... All right, so you go back through what looks like a supply room, which leads to a different hallway. As you come
How
out
do
into
we
this,
get out of here?
as you come out into this different
Where are the
hallway,
buses?
the walls are streaked with blood.
Damn it!
There's bodies and pieces of people.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh,
good.
this is like 3 minutes after the end of Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
You've not walked into. How did we miss this?
Wham! Wham!
How long did I
Wham!
sleep for?
Oh, you're so dead.
So I mean, I know the way out of here, right?
But you also know, in the case of emergency power loss, the facility locks down for a minimum of 2 hours.
That is a
So that
terrible.
nothing can get out.
That is terrible.
It's basically to check systems to make sure nothing can escape, nothing has escaped.
Does it flush itself with fire afterwards?
Brittany, you don't know that. You know the facility will lock itself down and secure itself, and that's all you've ever been told.
As far as first days go on a new job, this isn't so great. I think I'm going to tender my resignation as soon as these 2 hours are up.
Does this count as overtime?
If we live, I will take that resignation myself. Look, what we need to do
Where's Jarvis?
is try and get to somewhere where we can hopefully weather this next 2 hours and get out.
Okay, so we need like a room where we can get something in front of the door.
Okay, so Brittany, judging by the layout of the facility, there's labs, there's the barracks, there's the holding areas,
Is there an armory?
there is an armory, but Brittany does not have access to it due to her particularly low rank.
Yep.
So you'd have to find someone who has a key card.
Well, I'm just going to use my burglary skill to find the key card off of the dead bodies in this hallway.
All right, roll it.
I roll a
God damn it.
6.
You
God
find-
damn.
Will this key card work?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, actually, where did you find that?
Less questions, more actions.
Armory's this way.
All right, then. So you run down the hallways, you skitter past a few more rooms. You just keep hearing the sounds of metal being pounded, and you get the feeling you're being watched. So eventually you come to the armory. Bowie, you slide your key through the door. You open it up, and the room is slick with blood.
This doesn't seem better.
You see Tommy Jarvis in the corner with his guts more or less spilled out.
Shit.
He's
I
like,
just want to say, called it.
Private,
All right,
take
so
the son of a bitch down.
I run over to him. I'm trying to figure out where to put my hands. I'm trying to figure out where to help him. There's nothing I can do. Brittany is decidedly starting to lose her cool.
Is there any guns lying on the ground?
Oh, the room is full of them.
Is there a grenade launcher?
I just want to use my aspect too high to worry, and I want to put Jarvis out of his misery.
So you're just gonna you're gonna kill him?
Well, he's got his guts all over the floor. This is a mercy.
Okay, how do you want to kill him?
Well, just
I think he just wants to tap him in the head.
He's giving her the orders.
Okay,
You're in charge now, Private.
All right, so you take a pistol from one of the walls and look in Jarvis's eyes. He closes them, knows what's
I
coming.
just want to say, I
bam.
called it. And then blam.
You do as such.
Shit.
Bam! Tommy Jarvis is dead.
Oh.
Okay, wait. He was
Chad
dying. His entire insides were his outsides.
Chad's actually going to go over, and he's actually going to give Brittany what I could best describe as a bro hug. I want to see if I can use rapport to get her kind of like less freaked out, or at least like on track.
What do you know about Michael Myers, and can we hide in the bodies?
So that's a 2. That's a 4 on rapport.
Okay, you can do as such.
So Bree, Chad comes over, basically puts Brittany in just like an impromptu bro hug. He's like, "It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. We're gonna get out of here." It's almost like it's as much for him as it is for her. And I got a 4 on there. He's literally just trying to bring her down enough from being freaked out about Jarvis dying to kind of.
Well, I
get
rolled
her
a 5 on
game.
empathy.
So it's just like this big group hug.
Basically,
Yeah.
it's this big.
It had to
Can
be
you bring
done.
my mental stress down by a step?
Yes, it does.
Oh, thanks.
Charles is not going to do the hug. He's going to do a search. Can I roll for a search?
Yes.
Because he's an asshole.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm using resources, and I got a 2, so I got a great.
You find a automatic shotgun. That seems
Ooh,
to be working.
joy! I'm visibly happy, but completely oblivious
Rich
to all the
guy
carnage.
with a shotgun.
Dodd, can I find a grenade launcher once we start actually searching?
Roll me a search roll.
You mean
Resources.
resources? Cool.
Yeah.
What's a 3?
So what's your total? 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you roll looking for a grenade. You don't find one per se. You find a riot grenade launcher. So it's non-lethal, but in these small hallways, it might as well be lethal.
Awesome.
Chip.
And he fashions like a strap for his axe and puts his axe over his shoulder.
All right, so you ash it up. So your neck has been patched as best they could. You're still bleeding heavily, but it's not enough to kill you.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Because you're like just holding your neck, but you're not bleeding out of your jugular anymore. So it's a superficial wound, or it's a serious wound, but it's not going to kill you immediately.
So I'm assuming I've been going in and out of consciousness.
Yeah, basically, they're just trying to keep you conscious.
Slap some duct tape on it.
Yeah. Or if anybody has something to cauterize it.
All right, who wants
I
to
got
try
the
and help
lighter.
Chip?
Oh God.
Anybody got a lighter and a knife?
I have matches, but no lighter.
We have a K-bar knife, and I'm pretty sure that Bowie has a lighter on him.
You can do that.
All right,
if you
we're
guys
doing
wanna do it.
this.
All right.
All right, fix me up.
What is this? Would this just be a will roll to actually
Straight
make
up.
ourselves do it?
Yep.
What do I have to roll?
Brittany?
You have to roll physical to resist the pain of it, because it's going to hurt like a bitch.
All right.
Can I add +2 with too high to worry?
Yep.
No. Let Brittany do it. She has high will. She's actually semi-trained in this.
No, I'm not easily. My aspect.
I mean, my
faith is
will comes up to
shield.
a +3.
I'm
if
not
I-
easily scared or intimidated, so
Okay, fair enough.
I'll roll anyway here.
I mean, luckily,
Yeah, I got
luckily, I'm PTSD'd enough at this point that I'm just like, sure, let's fucking do it. All right.
And away she goes.
All right, fix my neck.
She rolls a 4.
All right then. So this hot, glowing knife.
Wait. Actually, could we do it with the grapefruit spoon that was in my neck?
No, it's out of the
That's how you
cafeteria.
get infections. You want infections? Because that's how you get infections.
So this hot, glowing knife, they press to your neck enough to seal the wound. It burns like nothing.
Don't
you've ever
cauterize
felt like
wounds at
before.
home, kids.
Yeah, we stick a belt in his mouth during it so he doesn't, summon the monsters by screaming.
Smells like bacon.
So as you guys manage to arm yourselves up, an eerie silence has fallen. Basically, the alarms that were going off stop.
That's always good.
You
How many
can
That's a
more-
good sign.
How long until the lockdown doors unlock? How many minutes has it been?
about 15 maybe.
All right, we've got an hour and 45 minutes.
I'm kind of wondering in all this, they've
What's the most-
had people coming after us. Is there a way we can get them to go after each other?
I mean,
Oh, we could have them chase us into each other, and then we slide under them like in an '80s movie.
Like Scooby-Doo.
technically, it's been done.
That
It's called the double deke.
Like, it's been done with different ones before, but we'll have to try and get them in the same room and also aggroed kind of already.
Okay, somebody else
Operation
can
Let Them
do.
Fight.
Somebody else can do Chucky. I don't really feel like that.
Well, Chucky's been pulled apart.
Chucky's been
true.
pulled apart. We're looking
now.
at Jason and Michael Myers at this
God.
point.
We're just looking at Michael
thanks for
Myers.
bringing up that
Un-
traumatic
Well,
memory.
Jason is on ice, isn't he?
Well,
As far
Looks
as you
like
know.
we're gonna have to get him off of ice then.
yeah.
All right, so we're going to the Jason room.
hey, Dot.
Yes.
I think I know where they have him.
Are any of the cameras still working?
You don't know.
You don't know. Oh, okay.
Brittany's gonna take us to the Jason room.
Okay, so Brittany.
Apparently.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I just apparently that's where we're going.
Okay, so you guys head down to the labs, and once again, it looks like utter disgusting horror. Blood everywhere. Jason's body nowhere to be found.
Oh, good.
No, bloody footprints.
Oh, you see tons of bloody footprints leading out of the lab, and what's
Let's-
left of an assistant stuck on a ceiling fan. Another guy has literally had his torso punched through.
That's just
So, is this like lightning? It'll never strike twice. Maybe we should just stay here.
Or we could follow the footsteps and try and get Jason's attention and lead him into Michael Myers.
If you go first, sure.
There's absolutely no chance that both of them are going to gang up on us. They don't seem like the teamwork kind of people.
And it can't be worse than what's already happening.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to run it behind Jason when we find him. I'm going to tap him on the shoulder, and then when he turns around, I'm going to be pointing at Mike, and he's going to be like, he did.
What?
That's the plan, right?
That's
Is there
our
a
plan.
All right, so you guys are gonna follow the bloody footprints.
Yes.
Okay, so you follow the
That or,
bloody footprints.
We're gonna
these
party
people that
wipe.
have got this gun, and we each share it among our own heads.
I don't
So
think
you-
it'll go through that many skulls.
So you follow the bloody footprints, and they lead to the hallway just where outside of the medical center to the opposite door, and that's where they stop.
Oh. Oh.
Where they go after that, you're not sure because you're at this kind of it's a 4-way hallway through
So
the
we've
door in the
officially
front.
started walking in circles.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Once again, you notice there are now more bodies in the hallways.
Where are the bodies coming from? It's not like we're seeing anybody running.
These are
We
all
haven't
the
heard any gunfire. Have we heard gunfire?
No, actually.
Oh, God. This
Neither-
is the
neither of
worst
these guys use
paramilitary
guns,
organization that deals with this kind of thing.
Now,
Look, we haven't heard any gunfire, but there's suddenly bodies every. None of this makes sense. Can I check to see if I'm dreaming?
You do. You start pinching yourself. No,
Like
you're pretty sure this is
obsessively?
real. But actually, give me just a straight up roll.
It's a 0.
It's a
It's
0.
a plus and a minus and 2 blanks.
Do you want to invoke an aspect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably invoke my, like, survivor aspect to re-roll that.
All right, do as such.
That's a minus 2.
So
You have
0.
no idea what that could possibly.
No idea what's happening.
be
I am
causing
having a full-on nervous breakdown about whether or not I'm awake.
So yeah, Brittany's slowly starting to lose it.
Hey, we don't need you. We need you, Brittany. Just everything's gonna. Well, it's not gonna be okay if we lose you too.
Like,
We don't know our way
listen,
around here.
Listen, like Brit, bro, lady, bro, who, friend, private, whatever. Listen, you're the only one here who knows this base. You're like the most badass person any of us know. If anyone's gonna get us out of here, it's gonna be you.
Look, it doesn't even
Could
matter if
I
we all
roll,
get out of this if we're not awake.
What do you mean if we're not awake?
If we're not awake, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if we get out. He's gonna follow us anyway.
We're totally awake. Like I haven't like I slept a bit on the bus, but that was about it.
Okay, all right. Well, how?
I mean,
can
I could
we
be
show you
sleeping.
that you're actually awake? How do we prove that you're not in a dream? Because we didn't all go to sleep at the same time.
Like we could pinch
At
her or
all.
something, I guess.
Well, like, she's been pinching herself. Like, she's not convinced she's not awake at this point.
You know what?
In like a
We could
spinning
shoot-
top or something.
I can use rapport.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of using provoke.
I have rapport as well.
I rolled a 1.
I'll roll my rapport here.
Slap some sense into her, Chad.
Okay, yeah, I guess
I got
Chad's
a
gonna.
Problematic.
superb 3 for rapport.
You're
let's see.
pretty sure you're not dreaming, although Brittany, for just half a second, in the reflection of a piece of metal, you do see the face of Freddy.
No!
And he looks at you and goes, "For once, bitch, it's not me that's gonna get you. Real soon."
So I got 3 pluses and a minus. My provoke is 3, so that's a 5. And Chad basically, like, he just snaps a little bit. He literally just slaps Brittany across the face. It's like, okay, look, snap the fuck out of it, man. Like, you, awake, sleep, what the fuck ever. You can freak out later, after we're out of this space, after we're still alive, after we've gotten away from whatever the fuck those things actually are.
And she seems to kind of come to it that, and she looks at him and she's like, okay, we need to find Jason or Michael or one of them. We need one of them, and we need to get them to follow us. And she's got this kind of, like, crazed look on her face at this point. Like, she's not convinced she's awake, but she's going with it either way.
Oh, dear Lord, she's going full final girl.
Mm-hmm.
As you are all standing around, everybody roll me a notice check.
These are the checks I famously fail terribly at. I got a 2.
I got a 2 as
I got
well.
a superb.
I got a 2, but also I have danger sense, which allows me to ignore any penalties like concealment or total darkness.
I'm on a 0, so I'm
So
just
who-
manic.
So who got the highest? It was Andrew.
I think I probably did.
What did
All
you
right,
roll? Andrew, what did you roll?
3.
All right, so
Okay.
Charles, you look down the end of one of the hallways while everyone's having this discussion and basically yelling at each other. You see a man walking towards you in this blank, expressionless white mask, and it is not Jason.
I immediately can I level my gun and try and shoot at him?
Yep.
What do I need to roll for that?
Do you have shoot?
Nobody in this
No,
group
nobody
but
does.
3
We're a
has
bunch
shoot.
of radio contest winners going on a camping trip.
I have shoot, but
All right,
So just no
I'm-
bonuses, just a roll.
just a
I'm
roll.
no help.
All right, I got another superb.
Okay.
Okay,
they're gonna
don't
roll.
use what the dice roller tells you, because the dice roller is not using the fate.
Okay.
It's using the fudge statements rather than the fate statements. Just give a number.
Oh, 3. Sorry.
3.
Okay.
Okay, so Michael Myers rolled a -1.
Whoa!
So,
Chitty
bam,
out,
bam, bam,
motherfucker.
bam. So you fire a couple of rounds from the auto shotgun and knock Michael flat on his ass.
All right, now,
Oh,
Chad,
chitty
go
ho, mates, I
decapitate
got
him.
one.
Okay, Chad. Now go decapitate him.
All right, so you're gonna run up to Michael.
Job now.
No, I'm gonna shoot him from a distance with the riot
Bowie had a terrible idea. Don't
riot
listen to him.
grenade launcher, because Chad's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
This seems to be what we do now.
Let's
This is
see
our
here.
life
Well,
now.
this is just me rolling. We're gonna see if anything from Call of Duty ever came off on Chad. I'd like to invoke an aspect.
Okay.
Let's see here. Fuck. Star TV's living the bro life. I've played a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay.
I've got semi-decent hand-eye coordination.
But you've never seen this type of gun before. You don't
No,
even
but I
know
know-
what ammo it fires.
Nope, but I know which way to point it, and I'm strong, and I'm gonna reroll because, oh my god, I really don't want that result that I just got. It was a -3. Well, that's a 1. I got a total of 1, Dodd. He's lying on the ground.
All right, so you fire the grenade launcher. It fires a ball, and it flies down the hallway and explodes. Everybody roll me athletics or physique. Because it's basically like you just fired a riot ball. Basically,
Oh, hit the dirt!
yeah.
I got a 6. What
I rolled
exactly
a
did I
2.
fire at him?
Basically, those rubber bullet
I got a -2.
bombs. You filled the hallway with rubber bullets,
Oh shit, man.
so they're bouncing everywhere.
Oh man.
So who got the worst roll?
Why does this facility have non-lethal rounds?
I got
rolled a
-2.
2 and Brittany rolled a 3.
Okay, so who rolled the worst?
I probably did a -2.
All right, so Charles, you catch one in the throat.
What is it with Charles?
Charles is having a day.
Oh no,
God.
we just cauterized that wound.
No, that's me.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
Chad.
Charles
Yeah, you all
caught this
sound
one
the
right in
same.
the throat.
No, I put my hands in front of my throat. Went not today.
Yeah, so you hit the deck. All right, so Charles, you can't breathe. So I'm gonna roll for the. How do I roll the damage for that? Derek.
What do you want the damage to be? I mean, even if just going off of my roll versus he got a -2.
I got a 6.
Well, no, Dodd. Even if you just go off of my roll versus
Yeah.
his -2,
Yeah.
he'd still be taking. Oh God, he'd still have to take a consequence to not drop from physical stress.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you basically. All right.
So if he takes 1 physical stress and then a -2 consequence,
-2. Ow, my throat.
Can I use a fate to try to re-roll that?
I mean, if you have an aspect that would apply.
let me see what your
Oh,
aspects
right.
are, Andrew.
Nope. I have like trust fund baby. Hey, babies don't get hit in the throat.
Maybe your bling will protect you.
Oh yeah, why can't I try?
Yeah, I'm still wearing my gold chains that I've always had on. Retcon.
There we go. That's actually
All right.
pretty much what fate points do.
So Andrew, Charles, you take a face full of rubber bullets. You can't breathe. You're like,
Yeah, I mean, it would be the consequence would probably be something like knocked the wind out of him, as
Yeah.
consequences go away at the end of the scene. But
Yeah.
during that time,
yeah. Basically, for the rest of the game, you're going to be wounded. So, the Chad fires off the rubber bullet gun. They bounce around in the hallway. After about a minute, they stop. When they stopped in and embedded themselves in the wall. Who else rolled low? You did too, didn't you?
I got a
Chad?
1.
You managed to take a couple in the head. It hurts.
Ow.
Roll against. I guess you can do the same thing. You can take a consequence or.
Well, I mean, if he's going off of the same roll that I
Oh
did,
wait,
Yeah, same roll.
wait.
And we're just
I'm already at
establishing-
a -4, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man, so I got a minus. I got a minus 3.
Yeah.
Wait, no, sorry. It's minuses to attack value.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it says consequences apply to your attack value.
So what would happen to him then?
Well, if we're going off of my roll of 1, and everyone's essentially defending against my roll of 1, if he got a 1, he ties. He's okay. He might still catch one on the side of the head, but he doesn't take any actual damage.
Yeah, basically you get
Okay.
pelted, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt as bad as it could. Basically, Charles took most of the brunt of it.
So basically, I covered my neck.
Yeah, you covered your neck and kind of were behind Charles when everything went to shit.
You shielded us with your privilege.
God.
After a second or two, Michael sits right up and begins
Okay,
walking
guys.
towards
Following us
I
now.
think you made him mad.
This was your plan, Brittany. He's following us now.
Yeah, it was a great plan. We need to find Jason.
I'm sure if he follows us long enough, Jason will just cut us off. He tends to just show up when you don't want him there.
Quick, somebody have sex. He always shows up then.
All right, so you
Tell me more
guys.
about those co-ed sleeping conditions.
So which way do you guys want to go? You can go left, right, or center, or right at Michael.
I mean, Jason was going towards the
Infirmary.
the infirmary, right? So why don't we just run that way?
All right, so you guys run straight through
Right
the
back up.
doors. You start running down the hallway. And just as you're about to reach the door, you basically run against it. It's almost like there's something blocking it.
Ugh.
How many nurses were in that infirmary when we left?
4.
I think that's how many things are blocking the door.
I'm gonna try and bash the door down.
Okay.
I'm betting this runs me right up on Jason's machete, but we shall see. So that is a 5.
Okay.
Unless I am counted as grappling the door, which I'm probably not.
Okay. As you start to push against the door, a fist flies through it. Dirk, I rolled an 8.
I get to roll physique to avoid it because I have take the blow.
Okay.
Use physique to resist fight attacks with fists or blunt objects. Let's see here. So that's okay. If I spend an aspect, I can beat that. So
Oh, but do you want to?
yes.
Like, that could have been a pretty metal thing. That would have been
What?
so metal.
To run against the door and then get punched through the chest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spending
like-
an aspect.
That's a
Do
very,
you even lift, bro?
Joss Whedon.
Including my take the blow stunt. That was I get an 8 as well. We tie.
Okay, so Jason's fist flies through the door. You are able to literally miss it by an inch. You can feel the wind whiffing on this. If that thing hits you, it would have collapsed your chest.
Because it's take the blow. Technically, I'm tough enough to take the blow. He just probably sends me across the hallway into the wall.
Okay, so this thing sends you skittering backwards.
Yeah.
Towards Michael?
Towards Michael, actually.
Well, it depends. What way? How is this hallway organized?
It's a narrow hallway.
Right, and then
Two
the
masks,
doors are
one
set
chat.
into the sides of this hallway.
Pardon, sorry?
The doors are set into the sides of the hallway then.
Yes.
So it wouldn't send me back towards Michael. It'd send me into the wall across from the door.
Okay.
So, yeah, it says Chad. And he's just huffing a bit, trying to catch his breath after that one. He's like, what the? Oh, shit, guys.
So as that happens, Jason rips the door off its hinges. Justin,
that was beautiful.
I
Justin
just typed
posted
into
in
our
the
chat window, 2 masks, 1 Chad.
And as Michael rips off the doors, at the other end of the hallway, Jason and Michael are now staring at each other, with you guys caught right in the middle.
Oh, I'm just gonna back away
Yeah.
and pull out my trail mix and watch what happens.
You see them both kind of stop. They look at each other, do that sort of head cock. Jason takes again that big, deep, imposing breath and starts walking down the hallway past you guys.
Oh, just keep quiet.
I think we're all running.
Okay?
We're
Yeah,
running.
as soon as he's past us, we're out.
All right, so
Yeah.
you guys start running.
Athletics check.
All right, everybody roll me athletics.
I rolled a
The
0.
last fate point now. Oh, thank-
Ah,
Oh, I rolled a 6!
Freddy, get the fuck
I
out
got
of
a,
here!
I got a 0.
Do I have any negatives after getting hit in the throat?
Yes. And then we have
no,
-2.
it's the negatives to your attack value, and it's also an invocable aspect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to invoke an aspect against Roebuck, against Charles,
Yep.
winded. You're having a hard
Okay.
time moving.
So
As
you're
you-
putting, what, a -2 on his roll?
Yeah,
or?
putting a -2 in his roll.
Okay. Dodd, I got a 5.
Okay, so Jason has rolled a 7. And
Ricci rolled a 6.
Brittany rolled a 6. So yeah, you can bolt. You bolt. You're way past these guys.
I am the fuck out of Dodge.
You are the
Hold
flag.
on, I thought you were protecting us.
No.
So Jason manages to, as he's walking towards Michael, he grabs a hold of Charles,
Oh, god damn it.
and he's driving your head into the wall.
Oh, what?
He's not even looking at you. That's
Yeah, he's
how
not even looking at
disposable
you.
are.
Can I say Rosebud before I die?
Jason rolled a 5. Roll me your physique if you got it.
Rosebud.
I don't have physique.
So you just roll. You just straight roll.
Yep.
How many fate points do you have left?
I have 3 fate points, and I got a 1.
So you may want to find some way to try and just any way that you might be able to justify spending 2 fate points.
Okay, well, I can use my well, I can. So I have a body language reader. So
No,
instead
that's
of,
your-
so I can
that's your
use my
stunts.
notice instead of place it.
No,
Oh,
this
whoops.
is your aspects. Your high
Oh.
concept is trouble and your 3
Quick for
aspects
this
on there.
adventure.
Well,
I don't have anybody's list of aspects, so I can't really help you there.
yeah, I'm just looking at him now. Let's see. I'm a trust fund kid. I'm cut off.
I think he's
let's see.
dead.
I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah.
I must uphold my family name. We're still alive.
Oh, he's
so
dead.
you know.
Maybe trust fund kid means you've got enough hairspray in your hair that it cushions the blow into the wall.
You've fallen
Yeah.
down enough stairs while dead, blackout drunk that your skull is thick enough.
Yeah, you've had worse hangovers than this.
So can he roll anything, or is this?
Well, no. If he spends 2 aspects, he could get the +4
2
to
of
add
my
to his
fate
plus
points?
1 to tie with Jason and survive the hit.
Well, I'm looking at his aspects. I don't. Only one I could maybe see is I must uphold my family, as in the drive to survive.
Yep.
But that's one.
Yeah. So I am rich, so you can assume. I am wearing a hat because I remember I specified I was wearing a hat. It was a very expensive hat, like a helmet. I remember
Could
we
you
did
perhaps could you perhaps say that he is striving to survive? Roll credits.
Is there a Jason aspect
Let's
that he
not
could?
metagame too hard.
The
We've got
aspects
12 minutes
Jason
left, and Mike
has-
really wants to kill one of us.
Or the aspects Jason has is appears out of nowhere, unstoppable force of revenge, and anything can be a weapon.
No, Charles is fucked.
Even Charles.
Yeah, he's gone.
So Charles, what happens to you? Unfortunately, Jason drives your head into the wall, and your head literally explodes like a grape. Brains and gray matter everywhere.
Ah!
You
I mean,
slide down the wall.
to be fair, we haven't had a gore
does
scene
any of
in
my
like
money
5
fall out?
Your credit cards fall to the floor.
Why was he clutching them with his fist the whole
least-
time?
But don't worry, Andrew.
They were-
I still want you to stick around.
They were his security blanket.
So Jason kills Charles and just keeps walking towards Mike.
Yeah, and we're running.
All right,
We're
so you
running.
guys run down the hallway. You rolled the next lowest.
I
didn't
rolled
you?
a 0.
Okay, so Jason is also going to take a sort of like a backhand at you as he walks past you.
How many heads does he have?
He has 2
Well, he's
hands.
got-
He's got 2.
like
He's
every
got
other
2
person.
hands.
Well, I know, but
He had Charles in one hand, and then as he slams him into the wall, he turns.
And backhands as we're going past him.
Okay, roll. Jason got a 5.
I gotta roll.
Physique, I guess.
Yeah.
athletics to dodge.
Yeah,
or-
okay, yeah.
athletics to
Athletics to dodge.
And,
1.
and he's winded, right?
Yeah,
From like
and
getting neck wound.
Yeah, so I rolled a 1.
So, Derek, does this mean... Oh, do you have any aspects you can invoke?
Not easily scared or intimidated, but we're already running.
But hey, you're gonna see Jesus.
Yeah. Do you accept your fate, Alex?
I grab my cross that's around my neck
Wait. You have
as I'm dying.
wait. You have strength from determination. Use will instead of physique to on overcome rolls involving feats of strength.
That would still. No, I'm still 1 below.
And you don't have any aspects you can invoke there?
Not for that, no.
Carry me home.
No.
Okay. Well,
All right, so Jason, after he drives Charles's head into the wall, crushing it, he backhands you, and your head flies off. Just clean off.
Oh, right.
oh no, because he
right-
backhands with the machete.
Yeah, so just BAM!
Ah!
Oh, we wasted time cauterizing my neck.
Charles'
We
body...
only succeeded in making his neck weaker and more vulnerable to decapitation.
So Chip's body falls to the floor, just
We're
this
not Lego
fountain of
people.
blood
What are you talking about?
just pouring everywhere.
Uh,
You guys just hear the bodies hit the floor.
hit the
Running.
bodies, hit the floor.
Running, running.
The block.
Okay, so now what are you guys going to do? So now we have Chad and Brittany left, along with Mike and Jason.
Well,
And
Bowie's
Bowie.
still here.
Bowie's
And
still
Bowie.
here.
And Bowie. That's right.
Not dead
Lovable
yet.
Bowie.
Forgot about Bowie. Okay, so
Listen, I'm the next one to die. Obviously, the next 2 of you have done very well with the focus groups.
so you guys start running down the hallway. You can go towards the mess hall, the labs, the containment area.
Let's go back to the mess hall and see how Chucky's doing.
Does that get us anywhere near the exit, or are they?
There
the two-
are multiple exits, but as far as you understand, they're all locked down.
Yeah, how long has it been
Let's
since
find
this has
ourselves
started?
a
5
welding
minutes.
torch.
There might be air shafts or anything, and I guess is there anything, Brittany, you can use? I guess if you want to give me a straight roll for,
She could use burglary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
have a burglary
I got-
stat, which would be a 2.
Okay.
Oh, I've got burglary. Can I
Oh,
use
yeah, Bowie has a good burglary.
Burglary. Bowie has really good burglary.
all right,
I
try to
roll
figure it
a
out.
4 on my burglary roll.
You gotta
And-
figure there's got to be vents or some way to get fresh water or fresh air into this place.
Yeah, air vents, or we'll suffocate.
Yeah.
You can't lock that down.
I mean, fair enough.
Just grab some like steel poles. We might need to stop some fans.
Yeah. We have guns. We're gonna have to use our guns to jam into the fans.
So
my fire
we run
axe.
down the hall until we see a vent, and
Well-
then we just pull it off and
Well,
go.
no, you know this place, and Mike, you're gonna take us to this maintenance hatch, right?
Yep. So you guys start running towards the containment area, which would make the most sense.
And I just pull a grate off the wall.
All right. So
You
you
feel that? That's fresh air.
Oh, Bree, you've got that security specialist stunt that you could try and lay some like traps behind us as we go in too.
Yeah, I was hoping I could use that as a retcon if something started chasing us real close.
So you're just like throwing mannequins behind us as we go down the hallways?
Like rig a couple grenades to the air shaft of the doors or something like that to try and slow them down.
Yeah, I can do that. Do we want to roll for it, or are we...
yeah.
Well, what security specialist lets you do is you can say I set up traps, and then you can make you don't have to be present in the room to provide opposition when people try and go up against them.
All right, so I'm gonna... If we're going through an air shaft, I'm gonna leave a trap on the floor, like close to the entrance to the air shaft, just in case something starts trying to follow us.
Okay. All right, you do as such. You start going through the air vents, and you can just hear this epic clash of just flesh hitting flesh, steel hitting steel. You crawl over, and you can actually see Mike and Jason fighting in the hallway.
Nope, still going.
So you guys still keep going. You keep going. Eventually, you come to a section where it looks like it goes up, but it looks impossibly high. Like you're gonna have to really try and scale this.
That's okay. I'm too high to worry.
All right,
I've
so
got
give me
physique.
athletics. Yep.
Can I use physique, Dodd? Just
Yes.
literally strain my back and legs against it?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, this is the ultimate lifting.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, I got a 5.
I rolled a 3.
All right, so you all managed to shimmy up the hall or up the air shaft after a couple of minutes of remarkably painful stress. You guys come out in the middle of the woods.
Oh, good.
So
Is
it's
it daylight yet?
it's still the middle of the night, and the woods are just quiet.
Do we have a
Hey,
compass?
do you think the tour bus is still here?
Probably. I don't see who would have taken it.
All right,
Let's go to the parking
let's
lot.
go get it.
All right, so you guys start running towards where you presume the tour bus is. Everybody roll me a notice check.
Oh.
I have danger sense. I just keep wanting to.
Justin
remind
does
you.
have danger sense. It should. If you're providing penalties behind the scenes, I mean, it's important to keep that in mind.
Yep.
I get my notice without penalties.
I got
I
a
rolled
1.
5.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so Brittany, you see Jason coming behind you, but you don't see Mike. Actually, you see Jason is holding something. The severed head of Michael Myers.
End of Freddy versus Jason, but
And he's
with Michael Myers instead.
He's
Good.
just power walking towards you.
Ha!
And injured at all?
No, he appears remarkably in good shape.
So can I probably
But it's
still
a-
have my gun at this point.
Yeah, we've still got guns, axes, etc.
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna run for it at this point.
Yeah,
All right.
I think we're all just running.
All right,
Yeah,
so you
let's
guys all
run for
run. You guys all run. Go ahead, Jason.
Maybe hold back and let you and Chad go off on your romance. I'm like, I don't want to be a soldier, and then I stay behind. No, I'm
I
gonna
don't
go.
know, Bowie. Do you want to sacrifice yourself for the team?
The fool is supposed to be one of the last ones. to
Yeah,
die,
I'm really not
remember?
gonna do that. I want to drive the bus. I've been wanting to drive the bus, I believe, since episode 2.
All right, so you guys come up upon the bus. The bus doors open. You stick the keys are still inside.
Amazing.
All aboard!
All right, you start. You start.
Do we have
That's
eyes on
only-
Jason?
You do not.
It's okay. He doesn't
Somebody
run
notice
anywhere.
check the
We
bus.
Just drive away. I turn on the engine.
You turn on the engine. The engine turns over. It starts to hum to life. You flick on the lights, which would be the headlights. You see Jason standing there.
Ha!
I pedal to the metal.
Run him the fuck over.
Jason attacks,
A bus?
throwing a spear.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in the background, like all the Xboxes and shit are turning on in the background, and it's like Chad, the real bro life videos playing on the TV.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, I rolled a 7.
Okay, what do I get to roll against that?
Athletics.
Well,
Because
I
you
mean,
do see it coming.
I can only roll a highest of. I'm going to use.
Too high to care means you can just throw yourself out of the way as hard as you can.
I don't even know if I've. Okay, whatever. I don't even know if I've used up all my fate points, but it's the final moment. I roll off with the aspect invoked. I roll a 4.
All right, so that puts
So
you
that's 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, Justin could easily just take 1 physical stress, so -2 consequence. He like takes it.
through the shoulder, basically.
I
Yeah.
take the consequence, taking it like a champ,
Yeah.
All right, so the spear.
and I put my pedal to the metal.
All right, so you take the spear goes right through your shoulder, lands in an Xbox behind you, but doesn't kill you.
Oh.
You run Jason right over. You feel the thump, thump, thump,
Thing
thump,
is,
thump,
the
thump.
column A and the column B is mostly painkillers. So
So you start.
I've just been on opiates all night.
So you start to pull the bus away. You're driving through the woods, and after about 20 minutes, you're out on the highway.
Can someone take the wheel? I think I'm losing a lot of blood
cranking
here.
pedal to the metal as the title credits roll.
Yep.
I wanted to drive over Jason.
Oh, you did. You ran the motherfucker right over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Sorry, my memory's not too great. I'm losing a lot of blood.
It's not gonna. Here, let me take the wheel. It's not gonna stop him for long.
Chad,
but it will be
No,
long.
Chad actually does have the drive skill.
Chad, you take the wheel.
Yeah,
I
Chad
want
takes
Brittany
the
to
wheel.
cure my wounds.
All right, so you do as such.
Did I do good?
Yes.
You did good.
You take
I'm
the
the
wheel,
hero.
and as you guys are escaping,
I
you
pass
start
out.
to hear the tearing of metal.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Jason's fist reaches right through the floor.
No.
You just see this hockey mask looking up at you. Mind you, he's
I
still...
want to grab a keg that's in this bus and throw it onto him. Just the full keg.
All right, you grab a keg and you throw it at him.
Just
Roll it. Give me a straight roll. Jason's at a disadvantage here, so...
I roll 0.
Jason still manages to kind of clutch on. He's starting to
Why don't
tear
you
away
just,
more of the metal.
Brittany, why don't you just shove your gun down there and shoot him in the
Yeah,
head
I was gonna
again?
say
That
I
seemed to
still
work
have my
great last
gun,
time.
so I'm about to roll that.
All right, go.
Want to be.
It's a 4.
All right, Jason's going to try and roll his defense against this.
Dodd, before she does that,
Yep.
I'm going to swing the bus around a bit with my drive skill and try to create an advantage that she can get a free invoke from.
Do a barrel roll.
Just to see if I can shake loose
Don't roll
Jason's
the
grip a
bus.
little bit more for
Okay.
That would be bad.
her. So that's a 3.
All right.
So I'm going to create the advantage for Brittany, shaky grasp
All right.
that she can invoke on Jason. Because let's be honest, we can't kill him. We're just trying to get him the fuck away from us.
All right, so you managed to create this advantage for Brittany. His grasp is really loose. He's just barely holding on.
Yeah, and like Chad's kind of sliding the bus around a bit.
So if I shoot him in the head, he's likely to
Drop his grip.
lose his grip and
Yeah.
just drop it. Because I
Mad at you.
rolled a 4, so with the advantage, what? That's a 6?
6.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you basically shove the gun essentially in his eye. Bam.
and just go, welcome to my world, bitch. Shoot him.
So you blow out the back of Jason's head. The bus drives away.
As it drives away, you hear Chad just scream, "Oh, fool!"
Alpha, 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 alpha.
So, as the bus drives away, you guys, this would be sort of an epilogue. The Crystal Lake facility manages to unseal. More guys in suits come back. You also see Commander Andy, and he has Jason's body in a secure glass-like coffin again. You also see another guy with an older gentleman step out of the shadows and goes, "Is he secure this time?" He takes a long drag off of a cigarette and goes, "Put him with the others in the facility in Virginia. We'll come back and look at him again sometime. Until then, I want him on ice." The cigarette smoking man takes another long drag and goes, "He'll be useful for the coming war." And that, my friends, is the end of Friday the 13th Strive to Survive.
Hey, we got a bus.
We got
And you got a
hashtag
party
real
bus.
bros kill monsters.
All right, guys, so we are
And that
gonna...
bus would grow up to become the Gravedigger.
All right, guys, so we are gonna come
Half the
back...
bomb reference.
We are going to come back with a debrief to talk about all our experiences through Fate Core, Friday the 13th, and some of the surprises that I pulled on these guys. So, very quickly, from Toronto, we have been...
Justin, I don't know how I survived to the end. I have no business being alive. Ecock.
And Bree Poison.
From Ottawa, we have...
Andrew, dead, Roebuck.
From my living room,
Alex, I'm also dead.
from TV's Living the Bro Life,
I'm Derek the Bard from Chasing the Muse, and once again, hashtag Real Bros Kill Monsters.
I'm Mike the
This is gonna
Birdman.
be so good for your ratings.
I'm Mike the Birdman Dodd from thisweekingeek.net. We'll catch you guys on the Patreon exclusive debrief.
That's right, Mike. We will be returning with the debrief episode. If you are a Patreon supporter, The Terrible Warriors has new episodes every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Friday the 13th Strive to Survive is now complete, which means you can head to patreon.com/Terrible Warriors and get a link to the debrief episode of this campaign, as well as an edited version of the story condensed into a single file for your listening in bulk pleasure. If you return to us on Thursday, we're wrapping up another campaign in progress. It's the final episode of Stargate SG-12, the Shield of Mars. Mars has landed. Mars attacks. And now our crew, trapped on the wrong side of a Stargate, must fight their way through an army of Jaffa in order to return to Earth. I hope you're ready for some twists and bends in the final episode, because this one's got a doozy. And next week, 2 new campaigns running only for 2 weeks, each 2 hours in length. Yes, it's a 2-hour special of The Terrible Warriors. On Tuesday, our Toronto crew returns to play Worldwide Wrestling, the RPG, in a story called The Takeover. And on Thursday, Derek gathers his Edmonton crew to also return to the Suicide Squad for a spotlight on 2 of our more favorite characters, Max Brand and Killer Watt. But the reason we only have 2 episodes for you is because in July, that entire month is being dedicated to an Apocalypse World campaign that both our Toronto and Edmonton crews are running in tandem. They will both run independently of each other on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but the final episode will be recorded live at Con Bravo at the end of July. Con Bravo, of course, running from July 28th to the 30th. Now, we don't know the exact day that our panel will be happening, but as we get closer, we'll be sure to let you know the day. But at Con Bravo, we will record the final 5th episode of our July campaign with both Toronto and Edmonton crews combined, bringing the tail end of each campaign somehow into a satisfying conclusion. And that's how we're going to wrap up our season here on Terrible Warriors, with repeats running through August of some of our best campaigns in year 1, and we've got new ideas ready for you in September. You can learn all about that by following us on Twitter at Dice Warriors, and you can get involved by supporting us at patreon.com/Terrible Warriors, and you can find out more about our Con Bravo appearance by visiting 2017.conbravo.com. Today's Terrible Warriors were Derek Burrow, Alex Ricci, Andrew Roebuck, Justin Ecock, Bree Poison, and Mike Dodd, with the campaign theme song you've been hearing throughout this story, composed by Tom White. And we will meet again, dear listeners, on Thursday for Stargate SG-12, on Tuesday for Worldwide Wrestling The Takeover, and next Thursday for the Suicide Squad. But until then, thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, submitting. Thank you for telling stories and rolling dice and bringing in your friends and including people who aren't your friends. And in doing so, you have become a terrible warrior.